Okay, guys, happy weekend. Hope your week was good. Now, let's begin like this. On numerous occasions, I've vented my displeasure towards the complicity of the government in regards to the insecurity situation in Nigeria. Like every week you hear devastating news that just blow up your mind, and you wonder if this country, Nigeria, do really have leaders, and if these leaders are paying attention to what is happening around. General Sani Abacha once read to us that insurgency that exceeded 24 hours have the imprint of the government. And also under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, I think I heard in one of his interviews when he told us or informed the populace about that it was a time in his administration when the bandits picked Muhammad Buhari, who later became our president, as their negotiator.
The Boko Haram nominated Buhari to lead their team to negotiate with government. So I was feeling that, if they nominated Buhari to represent them and have a discussions with the government committee, then when Buhari took over, could have been an easy way to negotiate with them, and they would have handed over their guns, but it was still there till today.
And you begin to wonder, because it is only one who have the interest, for instance, for you, that you will pick to represent you. And you will pick someone who knows you and knows your interests and know what you want and would want to do everything possible to stand for what you want. Such persons you will pick to represent you. Nobody really paid attention to him saying that the bandits picked Muhammad Buhari as a negotiator under his administration. And if you want to marry that with the recent statement made by Shekai Gumi, where he also vetoes that the government knows the bandit leaders, not just know them by name.
The government knows every terrorist by name and by location.
So there's a stage in a relationship that you get to know the person by name. Shows that they develop friendship already. That relationship, so now there's a lot of understanding. For one to call you by your name, it means that person will know you well. If you did the midst of, maybe you did for markets, then suddenly you just hear somebody called you John. You go know that person really know you, because it will take a lot for someone to know you by name. So if Shekai Gumi, religious leader, one we know that always parades the interest of the bandits, could tell us that this government knows these people by name and know their location, the bandits leader, then you ask yourself, why is it so difficult for the government, who they float every time they say that they deal with the insecurity? Why is it so difficult for them to handle insecurity, for them to handle insurgency in Nigeria? Why every day would they see repetitions of events escalating? See Maduguri, suicide bombing. There are a lot of things I want to really talk about today. And there are a lot of ways I want to dive into, and the time will always constrain me. So what I want to do on today's episode, I did consider a topic called insurgency, the biggest industry in Nigeria. Because I think that one of the best way for us to really pinpoint these individuals when they involve, who are the bureaucracy, when they run the government, the way we will get these individuals to know them, it is to do what? We'll follow the money. So I'm going to read out some of the things that are my thoughts that I really want to lay out. And all of these are just dots that I've tied together to become a theory. And most of the times, theories are based on facts and events, but not that all facts are true. I'm stating this obvious because I don't want to make somebody to come to time me with one particular statement. I'm also laying out all these considerations because I want to consider these things together to really know the next step we need to make in 2027. Because I talk all the time that 2027 might just be the final chance for Nigeria to really create a change. And that if we miss it in 2027, a lot is going to happen after 2027. That then it will be not going to be a matter of regretting. It will be way beyond us then. So these are the things I'm going to lay out. So okay, now welcome to the Testament podcast.
Instead of be sleep, let it be hate, let it degrade, let it be deep. Some others should weep, some others should keep the memory of the way that I died. Maybe.
Please do well to support us the best way you can. You have to support us. You have to grow this community, because there are a lot of things we really want to do with this community. Now, I'm going to read out some, like I said earlier, I'm going to read out some of the things I've nuanced as ideas, nuanced as some of my thoughts. I'm just going to read that. I've done a summary of some of the things I really want to talk about, so I'm going to read them now. Okay. Insurgency in Nigeria is the fastest growing industry in Nigeria. Its success rates are free from economical factors that affect other industries. It has produced more millionaires with no educational qualification than any other industry in Nigeria. In a nation where 50% of the youth are unemployed, it has successfully recruited more vibrant and productive youth than any other industry. These are all facts. 2024, this industry generated an estimated figure of roughly around 1 billion money paid as ransoms. In 2025, it jumped up to 2.5 billion despite the economical situations in Nigeria. This particular industry, the insurgency, because some will consider as a business, skyrocketed. Their profit doubled. So we need to pay attention to the profiteers. Those when they profit from this, those when this insurgency they benefit. So let me continue. 2026, just barely 3 months, January, February, March, it has generated more than 2 billion money paid to bandits, money paid to insurgents, money paid to terrorists, money paid to Islamic jihadists. Just in 3 months. There are also bandits who protect the interest of some individuals in the far north. Those when they mine, when they consider, when they eat the raw earth from the ground. Those when they do land grabbing, those when they chase the indigenous from these communities so that they go fear and nest with it they beneath these communities. So there are bandits who are assigned to protect. The insurgency has attracted foreigners who have also seen it as the best place for possible 100% ROI on investment. In 2024, 38 billion naira was generated from illegal mining in Nigeria. In 2025, 70 billion generated from illegal mining. The questions one would ask is, who are the profiteers, the masterminders? Who are those behind this debt? Insurgency, an industry that has forced many vulnerable parents to offer their wards as burnt sacrifice, dead meat to the vultures. An industry that has seen parents offering their wards for recruitment for financial gain and social relevance, trade by barter, give one life to save your family kind of a scenario. This has become a pride in the community, like people according respect and adoring you when you have your wards as members of this group. Who are these profiteers? Who are these bandit leaders? It is rumored that bandits have recruitment centers, assess centers where these apprentices are taught, trained, prepared to go on a hunting spiel. Not for the hunting of wild animals, but to hunt down members of their once beloved communities. For these newly recruits, it is a paid day, a set day, a day to make your first key, a bloody day, a bloody bath, a call, a first call. It is a call to kill your blood. It is Bronu, it is Maduguri, it is Woro, it is Kukawa, it is Gwazo, it is Konduga, it is Kaga, it is Bama, it is Gujba, it is Fashkari, it is Kofi, it is Duse, it is Bogu, it is Aguara, it is Mariga, it is Kasma, it is Bakin Laden, it is Royon, it is Bokus, it is Gumu, it is Kwade, it is so many to mention. It is a paid day for the insurgents. It is a pain day for the innocent. What an irony. It is a day that would change the future of Nigeria. It is an unforgettable day. It is a loss of a loved one, a loss of a friend, a loss of a member of the community. It is a loss for Nigeria. A potential nation builder, a life cut short, a life deprived from achieving purposefulness. We have become the king of our Abel. And I don't even know why I ever wrote them the way I did. But I just want to quickly dive into some of the other things I really want to talk about. And that would be when you consider the recent killings that took place in Maduguri. But before we pay attention to the recent killings that took place in Maduguri, consider what happened for Woro communities early February. It don't reach a month now, a month plus. Still, the adoptee is still there in the hands of the bandits. I have on several occasions asked myself questions like, how is it possible that those bandits, because majority of those bandits, the ones in the bush, majority of them are teenagers. How is it possible for them to coordinate this operation? How is it possible for them to take these people to 176 adoptees they picked up from rural communities, 95% of them are women and children. So how is it possible for them to provide the necessary medical assistance to these people? Because you know, go tell me say person when never they used to bush suddenly just kind of go such terrain, your body not go react. Your body must react once you change environment. So whenever I record, nobody don't hear of any death now. That for the bandit hands, 1 or 2 persons don't die. If all these people are still healthy, who they take care of them medically? Who they provide the drugs when they take? Who they cook for them? Because you know, if you tell me this 176 persons, no, they eat at least once a day. So who they make this food? Who they buy the food materials? That's to tell you that the intel about where these bandits are, their locations, who they are, the government know them. You see, everything don't marry back to what Shakai Gumi said when he said the government knows them by name. Because the real bandit leader, from that Shakai Gumi statement, when he mentioned the bandit leaders, he was not talking about the ones in the bush. They don't have relevancy when you talk about if you want to handle the insecurity. When Shakai Gumi mentioned that, it was making reference to those in the government. Because you know that is where they are. The real bandits are members of the government. Because if you consider, there's something that happened under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. I don't know if so many of you could remember that during when these things they kickstart, this insecurity, this insurgency, this banditry, this eternal terrorism they start, because it came to the peak under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Although we know there were factors, because we don't hear people don't come out to testify. Watch this video first.
You cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them target. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back. And we are still battling with the issue. I was in Borno State as a member of a State House of Assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. There were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before him, observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discovered an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many AK-47 do they have, how many explosives do they have. They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper, go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back exhibit. We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries? Even Russia is employing mercenaries to fight for them, isn't it? Are we stronger than Russia? Is there anything wrong if you can bring somebody that can fight for you?
And these testimonies that they gave also talk about, coincided with what I heard. I don't know if I could really pick points whether it was a newspaper I got that information from. But what I know, which is very factual, that under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, they hired machineries who quenched this insecurity, as if they don't solve 90-something% of this insecurity. And in that process, when these machineries they work for feed, there was also an investigation done to really know those when be the perpetrators, those when they behind the scene, those when they sponsor them, those when make the borders they porous, those when they allow foreign bodies from Mali, from Niger, from all those countries, they come in, letting the borders porous, allow them to come there, they finance these individuals, tell them what to do, because their intention was to destabilize the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. The Goodluck Ebele Jonathan government invested so much in the north more than the south. That was what also affected and destroyed his relationship with so many certain governors, so we are angry with him. But we'll go back to the fact that during this investigation, it was revealed that the people behind these atrocities were also part of the government. Some of them were already key positions. That some of them were state governors. That some of them were heads of agencies of the government. That some of them were senators and ministers. And something I heard in that investigation was Goodluck Ebele Jonathan decided not to conclude the investigation, like reveal to the populace, reveal to us who these individuals are. He said that if Nigerians knew about those who were really behind the scene, that it would break Nigeria. And because of that act, he decided not to reveal the names of the people who were there. Imagine under his administration, Mohammed Buhari was picked as a negotiator to represent the interest of bandits. And we see these elements everywhere. How the policies are made and weaved to put some individuals in power. There are state governors, when we say they sponsor this banditry, just to destabilize their own state, to steal from the state. There are airfields in deserts. There are people using PJs till they carry goods. There are so many things when they happen. Imagine an industry when $9 billion are lost annually. Illegal mining, $9 billion. That's to tell. How would someone want you to spoil his business for him? So if you consider insurgency as business, then you see all of those individuals, you'll see them by name. You don't even need to wait for the government to reveal their names. You see them by name. You know them. They are state governors. You know their positions. We know of a former state governor who we don't see evidence, don't choke everywhere. Evidence, Sarah. Evidence, Bo. But yet, it's being celebrated. Soon they go crown her with ministerial or senatorial position. Serious indictment, corruption, mismanagement of funds, serious involvement in terrorism, relationship with bandit leaders, but still, he has go scot-free. But if than common Nigeria, what would happen? They are Nigerians just because they express themselves, freedom of speech, they are in jail. They are Nigerians just because they express their thoughts. They've been deprived totally. Not because they did anything, no. Just say their mind. They not contribute anything to the problems of Nigeria. See, the insurgency is the major reason for Jagbaism. For Jagba. One of the reasons why majority of young Nigerians have decided to flood foreign countries, despite it does not really favor them. Because when you consider the kind laws and rules when some of these countries don't they put our people to, you know, say not favorable. The reasons why they need to take, why they had to take that such decisions was because of the insecurity. The government is doing nothing. Now consider the deaths in Maiduguri. Suicide bombing again in Maiduguri. 3 different locations. After the fast, cool evening, they went to the places where they no say crowds go there. Suicide bombing. Now lives gone in Maiduguri. Lives gone. Borno State again. The states where the vice president comes from. That you begin to wonder, why would they have to take close to 18 hours before the president responds to such situation? Because I can tell you, if mid-air Donald Trump say one American don't die as a result of the negligence of the nation, for that mid-air now go start to express his displeasure. They try to caution the situation. They reach out to the parents to beg them and apologize for the failure of the nation not to protect their son. Lives are lost daily. It took the vice president 24 hours before he could condemn the act that happened in his own state, a vice president. That is this not enough reason for the government to say, for the president to pause the state visits when just be display of flamboyancy and not see any relevancy when we happen for them? The UK, they fire to take build relationship with some major players in Africa. Because of their relationship, don't they go sour with the US? They find allies for Africa for business reasons. Not just because they have the interest, because the interest right from the onset, from the amalgamation of the North and the South Protectorate, the interest of the British government, of the Britain government in Nigeria affairs is always about economy, benefits. How will it benefit the Britain people? Not be them. They are nothing when they don't do when they benefit us. And that is the part. What is state visit for? Everybody want to join the train, go London. Royal visit. Everybody want to see go take picture for the palace. Oh, I went to the palace. I was among the president's entourage that was welcomed with open arms by the King of England. That is just what they are going there for. Nobody's paying attention to the pains of Nigerians. The truth is, what does the government really want to do? You know, go pass a tweet. No solution is provided. The Woro situation, imagine 176 adoptees have been in the forest for more than a month. And what we hear from the government is we are negotiating. I think I hear say the bandits don't put money on top, saying that 2 billion naira they want. 2 billion. Yeah, the government is negotiating with a small group of people. And you won't tell me say the government are not there inside. There's something must be really wrong with you. And you want to also vote for the continuity of this government. Then I think you must really be insane. If with your eyes being open and they go through these difficult situations and they see the people when they cause them, they are still taking the path of self-destruction, then you really have mental issues. Because it only takes a fool not to realize what they happen for Nigeria. That even a blind man, they feel the pain, they feel the situation, they understand what they sub for Nigeria. Then you, with your upper eyes, want to tell me that you just received a bag of rice. Then Nigerians are coming. Look at that woman. A bag of rice, you are causing. They say those who are not going to vote for this government, they be this, they be that. Because you receive bag of rice. That probably it will solve your rice eating situation for like 2-3 months. If you have kids, maybe like 5 kids, because just the way you are and not knowing what is happening around you, you are just so into a short-term gratification that they pay attention to the future of the children when you bring on life, because their life not really matter. If you consider your kids, their education, that I didn't do well as a parent, I would want the best for my kids. That you consider all of those things, then go no say rice, not the important. You will not say you're right, not the important. That with all those things happening, all these events when they display every day, it is no longer killings in 1 or 2s. It is now mass destruction, mass suppression, mass killing. They could just enter community, just okay, everybody. It just become a story for 1 or 2. Some of us don't forget the situation that happened in Woro. How the people said, I'm not going to accept your doctrine. Why do you want to impose this on me? And the bandits got angry, came into the communities, spent 11 to 12 hours in the community, killing, enjoying, killing men, women, children. Went to the mosque, did a first call, slaughter at will, and they adopted the rest. And the government came later, tried to paint the situation, want to cover it. Later they apologized, later they accepted it, later they are still negotiating after 40 days. Like, more picture what would happen, the psychological effect of this situation. More picture I go to affect the adults and I go to affect these children. That just the situation won't display for Woro. These kids might not be able to achieve their potential in life again. Something that they didn't cause by themselves. The painful thing is, it seems that all those things just happen. We know they pay at, as in, wait, we know they see them. We know they see what they happen for Nigeria. That I try to wonder, like, what would someone just wake up one day and hear that Nigerians could realize, this is not too much. I think I'm done. We need to come out and stand. And they look like one picture with what happen. Because you don't get anything whenever happen. You don't get anything whenever happen. You don't get the way humans never die. That the young ones are still the young ones, when you face it, they get brain, are still allowing these old men when don't they close to their grave. See, they give them peanuts. See, they give them crumbs to carry, to go kill. I won't really blame them when 50% of Nigerian youth are unemployed, when 70% of the northerners are illiterate. Yes, these are the stats. So you see that all of these items are weaponized. Poverty is weaponized, unemployment is weaponized, illiteracy is weaponized, tribalism is weaponized, all this religious art is weaponized just to distract us and use us to the clash ourselves while they pay attention to waiting we supposed benefit. These people is all about themselves. The insurgency is a money-making machine. That is the reason why everybody will do, those involved will do, the profiteers, the masterminders, the state actors will do everything possible to let that business flourish. If they need to shed more blood, they are ready to do it. But the thing is, in all of this, no matter how you want to scale it out, no matter how you want to talk about the yam and the knife still deal with us. Now we still get them for hand to really cause a great change. And the great change that we need to create is what is going to display in 2027 and how we are going to stand for who we vote for. For who we vote for. Now you are not going to vote for an individual. You are going to vote for yourself. 2027 should be a self-realization to know that you matter. It is not about the politicians. It's not about their politicking. It's not about them. It is you. Put yourself at the front row. You are the main priority. Scale up yourself. Put yourself as number one on the list. That any person I'm going to vote for is one who carries my interest for head. Just only on that ground make your choice. It should not be about political parties. It should not be about an individual. It should not be based on sentiment. Don't do that. Even if you know they consider your stupidity, even if you know they consider your own self, because some of us are so close to the grave that you go on misbehave because you don't consider yourself. Consider your kids, their future. Because scale this insurgency up. Scale it to 5 years with the expression we are seeing daily. The death, the pain, the complicity of the government, the way they manage situations, and the way suddenly we just forget about it and we move on. We don't accept everything as a norm in the society. Just imagine, just scale up. You don't say maybe like 2 years from now, maybe we go to enter agreement, family, we enter agreement with bandits if we really want to stay alive. That when they enter personal agreement, they go come our house. They'll be, see, if you want to leave, you'll be paying me 500 million or 500,000 every month. With the situation and how the state. See, like what, I will end with this, like what General Sani Abacha said. That any insurgency that exceeded 24 hours has the expression of the government, imprints of the government. Should tell you that not just only the federal government, state governments they involve. Your community leader know. And they tell you your community leader know. Your state governor know. Because your state government one really solve and know what to do, involve in the benefits. These are the profiteers. Your senators know them. Your senator friend now one of the problem of Nigeria. Your senators they know. One of their friends and one of the problems, and they cause and they benefit. But he cannot say. He cannot say because he is also corrupt. He cannot call them out. Because when they tie down and I tie this, everybody in a business. It is to make money. So when they consider that, it not really matter how many people they kill. With many or not be really my relative, my family they are abroad, my family are in a safe environment. So now me just really there. So maybe they kill them small. Like they don't really pay attention again because now they profit from it too. The China golds, the Dubai golds, the gold you see in all those countries in Europe are all Nigerian golds. Now black markets they go good full nuts. See, the way crude oil take full south, now so good take full north. Imagine an industry illegally that they generate $9 billion. Just imagine. Not the one the government they try to get from inside, but just illegal mining. The truth, that's just a fact. The way the oil day for south, that's so the way gold day for north. Insurgency is the biggest and the fastest growing industry in Nigeria. And the profiteers are members of the government.
Yeah, instead of be them, let it be me. Since I will die inevitably, then let it be that it be said. when I am dead. Some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, no one is safe. We only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall, when we're